From a city that was founded in all of 24 hours during the 1889 land run. Oh, and by the way, home of the world's first parking meter, Oklahoma City, as we find out who will take sole possession of first place in the Western Division in the MASL2, live tonight on the National Soccer Network. And with that, we say hello and welcome in. My name's Nate Wangler. This matchup is an exciting one. Two teams looking to make their first trip to the championship game in the MASL2. Mind you, we're only halfway through the season, so still a lot left to be decided, but someone will lose for the first time in this matchup tonight. As you see them getting ready down on the pitch, our referees joined by the captains at center field as they get to sorting things out here before the start of this one. But taking a look at these two sides, again, right now in the West, tied for that top spot in the Western Division. Mexico City 9-0-0 on the year. So if the Certified Lions were to win, actually match the amount of wins that Mexico City has, but they would have a game in hand, which means they would technically be in first place with that tiebreaker. The Certified Lions 8-0-0 so far on the year. Combined between the two, 98 goals separating the two sides. Goals for and goals against. So they've been both high-powered. They've done a lot of great things and a lot of key players to look at in this matchup as well. Penalver is the one that we're looking at for Oklahoma City and the Certified Lions tonight. He has been all over the pitch. Plays a couple of different positions. He's technically a forward, but realistically, the entire field is his position. Jesus Fernando Penalver has been unbelievable this year. 25 points on the year. That's fourth in the MASL2. Also 20 goals. That is good for second in this league so far this season. So if you're looking for one headliner on the OKC side, it has easily been him. On the other side for Mexico City, well, this is a team that does it by committee. Into their first season here in the MASL2, they're actually led by someone who's really familiar in the indoor game. We know all about this gentleman, Janani Martinez, a storied indoor career with the Chihuahua Savage, who established a level of dominance in the MASL, not only one, but MASL2 as well, being the champions in the MASL2 just a season ago, and he's brought that good luck right over to Mexico City. Again, 9-0 so far in the year, 27 points, as you can see at the bottom of your screen for that team to this point this season. A couple of strategic things to keep in mind when we watch these two. First of all, for the Certified Lions, they're a team that likes to control tempo. That's something that we've seen a lot from them this year. Control tempo, space the field, catch teams off guard. For Mexico City, well, it's fast-paced, NASCAR, up and down, the Mexican way. That's how they love to play, especially in the indoor game, and it's worked out perfectly for them so far this year. Well, just about ready to go in the first this one, Mexico City in their road blues tonight with those white numbers and the white name scribed across the back and the white trim on the outside with those blue socks. And on the other side for OKC, those home whites, that patch on the chest, as we get ready to roll in this one here today. At least I believe those are the two sides as we get ready to roll in this one. Check it. I think it's the other way around. I believe Oklahoma City is in their blues here today. But here from the home of OKC, a place that has grown in popularity in the MASL2. As this league continues to grow in general, as we move along here today, we'll actually take a look at our standings across the Major Arena Soccer League as we wind our way into the latter half of dealings. But first of all, someone has to lose today, and we'll find out who it is as we're underway in quarter number one, live on the National Soccer Network tonight. A great setting for this one as we get going. Pretty large seating capacity of the stadium and a good turnout for this game as well. And Nate Wangler with you, flying solo for this one on a busy night here on the National Soccer Network. A lot going on around the soccer scene or the football scene, depending on what you call it. This one's left in front, looking for an early chance and sprayed wide. Fought back in front where it's picked up there. Which team is which? Who's wearing white? So the Lions an early opportunity as both of these two sides continue to feel each other out in this first quarter. You can also take a peek at what's coming up on both ends of the aisle. Just once launched into the Oklahoma City zone, and they'll settle it down there. Solis de Sonora is the other team right behind these two, 6-4. So it's interesting when you look at the West and the way that that picture is breaking down, there's actually a pretty large gap between these two and the remainder of that Western division. So when you talk about playoff implications and how the rest of the season is going to break down, this game specifically is going to make a world of difference. Methodical approach here through the first 2 minutes for Mexico City. I know I mentioned during the pregame they like to push the tempo. It can happen quickly, and it might happen here. Back to the left, a couple of deflections, carries it away from goal. A man goes down, whistle stops play. Lining up an early opportunity there, but just couldn't put it in. Now looks like a player down here. They will address the down player. I believe that is Arista. And while they do that, we'll take a step aside. 12:44 to go in the first. No score here between the two first-place teams in the West on the National Soccer Network.
30 days of tea starting at $7.99. Sandwiches that come with a side. Earning points towards free favorites. Too much of a good thing? More like a good start. Getting more is on the menu.
Whether you've been coming here for a long time or coming here for the first time, at McAllister's, you're never just another order number. Anyone can say that. But here, we live it.
Well, back in live here in Oklahoma City, there was a down player as we went to break, right before the break, just inside of 2 minutes into this first quarter. 12:44 remaining. This matchup between the American side and the Mexican side, both undefeated here in the MASL2 this year. As they continue to address that player, we can continue our look around the standings in the West. Guadalajara is in fourth place, 4-5-2, 2 overtime losses this season, 14 points. Turlock Cal Express in that bottom three, 4-7-1. Soccer Central FC, and then the Texas Spurs, who have just struggled to find anything this season, specifically on the offensive side, 3-8, rounding out that bottom portion of the West. Elsewhere in the Midwest, the Iowa Demon Hawks looking to get back to the national championship after winning it in the MASL just a couple of seasons ago. It's a team that has created a standard when it comes to winning, also undefeated this year, 11-0-0. The Omaha Kings in second place, albeit not that close in second place. So it looks like they're starting to sort this out, but the Kings 5-6-1 on the season. Iowa Raptors actually have a better record, 6-5, one step behind them, but a couple more overtime games. As this one's launched into the front half. OKC right after the timeout and the injury a little bit earlier. Looking to make a run and make quick work. By the way, quick correction. Oklahoma City is in the blue tonight. Mexico City is in the white. As they look for a chance here. Handle it in front, off the post. Oh, carrying it into a dynamite position. Rodrigo Castro just offline on that attempt. And they can hit you quickly if you allow them to. OKC, methodical in trying to move this ball out of the zone. They launch it to the near side boards here at midfield, and it's taken in by the certified Lions and then quickly ripped away. Creighton charging to the middle of the pitch before having that one taken off of his foot. Up and down action. Top bends, it just missed. Lopez just offline. Back in front of net as they work it back out yet again. But the certified Lions get in Mexico City doing battle here today. We can also take a look at what else is happening in and around the MASL in our other games here tonight. Taken in by Ponce, but ripped away from him. We talked about some of the key players on the other side for OKC. The thing about Mexico City is, and it very much resembles what Chihuahua looked like. They're just such a balanced team in their approach. Sounds good. Knocked down in the defensive zone here by Mexico City. See, work it through the center of the pitch. Moreno cuts to his right. Knifing through the defense, and then a deflection carries itself into goal where it's picked up there. Will be worked out to the middle of the pier where they will continue play. A takeaway. Penalver denied. Had a lane and a one-on-one opportunity, but the lane is taken away quickly. As Cruz will scoot up the near side boards, no options there, so they reverse it in the defensive zone. Penalver rips it free. Takedown there, but the clock continues to roll here with 9.5 to go until the end of our first quarter. Telling you a little bit about Mexico City just a little bit earlier. Their head man in charge, Gianni Martinez. And one of the biggest storylines around this team was the fact that he was going to be leading them. Again, a very polished and decorated indoor career. Just once launched into the corner. Mexico City will try adamantly to defend their zone as they continue to chip away at this one in a takedown. Results here in a stoppage of play. Taken away by Certified Lions. Play it back towards the midfield. Now cleared out here. But Antonio Elliman, head coach for the Lions. Very deep coaching staff. It certainly helped them out a lot. Here's board play, wins it back from Mexico City. Ooh, and a push from behind. Will they call something there? They certainly will. Arms extended. Now the Lions will try and line something up here on this set piece. They try to bang it off the wall, but it's played up and out of play. But Luivano, it stops play momentarily here. Just over 7 minutes to go in our first quarter, but 14 assists For Luovano on the season, by the way, that is second in the MASL2. He has been the maestro at times for this team out of Oklahoma City. Played off the wall, looking for a one-timer, but no one in blue on the receiving end. Mexico City has numbers. Sprayed wide, but they can't catch it on the rebound. As it bleeds inside of 7 minutes here at 6:50 to go. Still nothing decided between these two first-place teams. Chance in front, and a save! Turned away on a point-blank opportunity. And the Lions need all that they can get. Christian Hernandez, an excellent turn away. Danny De Leon, their other goalkeeper. Oh, and a one-handed snag. Stops that header from getting in. A couple of saves on either side. Mexico City once again tries to hit on the counter. Certified Lions, as they begin to chant OKC inside of the stadium. From Oklahoma City. That's why I say OKC. I'm not saying it's the name. I'm just saying OKC is where they're from. That's the city. Yep. So nearly 6.5 to go in our first, nearly 2/3 of the way through. Big saves on either side. As you can see, Martinez trying to direct traffic on the far end. Maybe frustrated when it comes to possession right now in this first half. It has been controlled, and convincingly so, by the certified Lions, albeit Mexico City's put some good counters together and a tough takedown. That will give the set piece opportunity here to certified Lions. And yet another one of them. They've had a couple of them. Last one they launched up over the wall. Luovano couldn't put it in a good spot, but maybe they'll trust him here again. Just under 6 to go and no score in our first quarter. With the left, and a deflection that carries it right back. Out wide to where it started. And then a one-timer carries it in. And guess who? Panover adds yet another, his 21st of the season, in a 1-0 lead for the Lions. You saw the immediate reaction. Diego Reynoso, and fighting for his life to begin tonight. Made the one-handed save a little bit earlier, and then they knocked that one home. So both teams will get to
It jumped in and out.
It's an early 1-0 lead here for the Lions. Panover is the one that puts it up. Again, just adding to what has already been a very impressive season all around. Again, 25 points coming into the game, 4th in the MASL2. Now he adds another one here. So quick break in the action as the two teams talk things over. And we'll take one with them as well. 1-0 lead for the Lions here on NSN.
30 days of tea starting at $7.99. Sandwiches that come with a side. Earning points towards free favorites. Too much of a good thing? More like a good start. Getting more is on the menu.
Whether you've been coming here for a long time or coming here for the first time, at McAllister's, you're never just another order number. Anyone can say that. But here, we live it.
And with that, we say welcome back in. A 1-0 lead in favor of OKC, the certified Lions tonight. Penalver put in the first of the game here with 5:44 to go in quarter number 1. And just the way the home side wanted to start. You always wonder if travel or something along those lines will end up playing an effect in a game like this. And if we're honest with ourselves, Mexico City did have to come a decent distance to get here today. Does maybe playing in front of your home crowd affect the certified Lions in a positive way today? Looking for a breakaway. Can't quite get there on the charge upfield. Mendoza cut off. So Oklahoma City reverses it into the Mexico City zone as we get ready to bleed inside of 5 minutes. Of course, that was one of the things that made, you talked about the Chihuahua Savage a little bit earlier, just so hard to play against that team. Yeah, it could be the travel, but the thing about indoor soccer, sometimes, yeah, the dimensions might be the same in terms of the measurements. Doesn't mean the boards all play the same. There's some sort of unique advantage that comes with being able to understand how to play inside of the stadium you're in, and that's something that OKC and the certified Lions have shown so far this year. Takedown and a clear one right in front of the camera. A front row seat. It stops play here as Mexico City will look to continue. Make a quick line change here. They try to rush the possession. Referee having none of that. It'll be Moreno. Feeds it to the opposite end. Ponce finds Moreno as those two go back and forth. Moreno has to be careful, he gives it away. A breakaway opportunity. A great tackle. Stops the play as they look to loft it back in front, but no options on the receiving end. Mendez ripped away off of his foot. Again, the physicality on the defensive end, something that we have seen from ASUNCION all throughout the course of this 25-26 campaign. In their first campaign here in the MASL2. I guess that adds to just how impressive their run has been. Inside of 4 minutes at 3:45. Looking for a handball. They won't get it. Whistle stops play and hands it back to OKC. Here with a 1-0 lead. Almost a bad turnover for Mexico City, but they are able to work it to the middle of the pitch. Giving you a look at some of our scores there at the bottom of your screen. A lot of those other games going on here around the MASL2. Again, we'll take a look at those in quarter number 2. What else is happening and what is turning out to be a fairly competitive field in the MASL2. Of course, we're starting to kind of separate the contenders, the pretenders. We've seen that in our standings update. ASUNCION trying to clap back with a goal of their own before the end of quarter number 1. Rosales drops it off to his left as they circle in front, looking for a one-timer. But Pacheco couldn't spin it on. And then a rebound chance that bleeds in. Off the rebound. And look at who it is stepping up to bang that one home. It's Moreno. Adds another to his total this year, and we're tied back up at 1. So Moreno levels the game at 1 apiece. Here with just over 2 minutes to go. And exactly the start that I think a lot of people were expecting. Between two very competitive sides, a feeling out process has emerged. Of course, this stadium and this facility here in the state of Oklahoma, in the home of the Certified Lions, actually recently hosted the MASL Combine. It's been a major recruiting advantage. Save there. Had to be great, Reynoso. 2 hands for safety. Takes that opportunity away as Mexico City again tries to pass it out of the back here. They are able to fight it up the boards. Toss it in the corner. But OKC able to take it back there. Penalver. Ooh, a turnover. It's 2 there and a slide tackle that takes it away. Last chance defensive effort. They're able to take it away. Mexico City here with possession in just 25 seconds to go in our opening quarter. Tie up there along the boards. Works against OKC. Does Moreno have a little bit more magic after scoring the first? They look for him, and the pass is cut off. And that first quarter finally bleeds away. Final few seconds off the clock, and we start the second quarter the same way we started the first. We're tied 1 apiece as Penalver puts in his 21st of the season before Moreno responds with another one of his this year. Ties the game at 1 as we head to break. We'll be right back. It's the battle for first in the West on the National Soccer Network.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
1-1 tie as we get ready for the second quarter here on the National Soccer Network. The MASL2 is live on NSN tonight. We say welcome back in. All tied at 1 apiece here after quarter number 1 between two teams that, again, offensively speaking, have been wonderful this year, but that was a defensive first quarter. First one came from Penalver with 5:44 to go in that first quarter. Makes it his 21st of the season to lead this team. Looking to chase down that number 1 spot in the MASL2. On the other side, it was Moreno who added a goal with 12 to go in that first quarter, and that leads us to where we are now. 1-1. Mexico City looking to quickly change that. Transition defense was going to be the name of the game for OKC tonight. Let's see if maybe they can try and speed things up a little bit here. Reynoso tries to do so by carrying it out to midfield, but no luck there as it's turned over right back to the Certified Lions and Penalver. Feeds it into the corner. Nearly a minute gone in the second quarter. It's one thing we've heard about the MASL in indoor games. Sometimes it helps to have a goalkeeper who's dynamic. And speaking of which, guess who's coming way out of his zone? Martinez all the way up to the midfield for OKC. Lions working into the corner as they look to pass it back up top. And do we have a handball? Looks like we do. Villela try one off the wall. Instead spikes it off the arm of Ponce. And now another wonderful set piece for one of the teams, the MASL2, who has been very proficient in this way. Not quite Arsenal level proficient off the set pieces, but pretty close. They curl one to the far end and a one-timer's well high. Credit to Mexico City, Romero. Tried to feed that one on, but well high and wide of everything. They covered it up well. Were able to get over there and make it difficult. Nearly a minute and a half gone in the second quarter. I know we were taking a look at our standings around the MASL2. We did tell you about the Midwest, the Demon Hawks. Well, it's the Demon Hawks. I mean, what do you expect? They're undefeated. Again, looking to climb back to the championship game the way they did 2 years ago. So I guess it only one division left to be talked about, and that's the East. And it's going to be hard for anybody to beat the Harrisburg Heat. They have been turning up the heat, no pun intended, in the MASL2 this year. More on that in a moment. Mexico City trying to utilize the boards, and Moreno pirouettes at midfield and then turns back towards the offensive zone. Moving the ball around here with nearly 3 minutes away. Moreno will stay put here on the near side. Just haven't put as many shots on target tonight as I'm sure they would have liked to this point. Still deadlocked at 1 with almost 3 minutes away. Rainbow ball. Martinez will monitor. They'll fight it over in the corner. A blast from the outside, can't get through. Turned away off the shoulder, stops play, Grayton. a block there. While OKC might not have the impressive goal differential that Mexico City has, this is probably one of the reasons why they're okay with not scoring nearly as much, so long as they can take the options away from you, and that has been the case, at least so far in this one. I'm sure Antonio Elamon would tell you the same thing, up and out of play. So we'll go get a new ball and continue. So handle this one at the midfield. Alex Aguiar, one of the assistants for the Certified Lions. Thomas Saranga, another one of the assistants. Trusted sidekick for Alamon and that coaching staff. A wrestling match ensues in the corner. Mexico City comes away with it, but a stop there. Do they have a second try at it? No. Chipped back out towards midfield. Mendez, another sliding stop. We saw one in the first quarter. He takes away another clear opportunity there, and then a hard check. A blue card will be awarded, and a player will be sent off here for Mexico City. They might have called that boarding in another sport. Mexico City will be down a man. Ortega delivering the body, and it looked like I believe that was number 2 for the Certified Lions. Got the brunt of that exchange. Brian Martinez taking the body, but he's no worse for wear. Chipped back out in front and handled there, no problem. Ooh, and then a hard check on the other end. You could hear that one from where we were. Moreno got smashed into the boards. And I would be surprised to not see a blue here. We saw a blue a little bit earlier. No card being assessed. And so I think that's the question mark here if you're Mexico City. Pleading with the referee to pull out a card there and still arguing the point. Rosales doing his best to stand up for his teammate. But they won't get the benefit of the doubt that time around. OKC with numbers, a nice move, but can't get it in. Reynoso got beat the first time, but is able to deflect off as Moreno. Will once again draw pressure and try to chip it through a double team. But Penalver there. 4 of them to 3 defenders. Penalver on the one-timer. Oh, and what a save. Reynoso down to a knee. Shuts off one of the hottest goal scorers in the MASL2. And then one that soared high. Brian Martinez. 2 golden opportunities go by the wayside for the Certified Lions. Launched back out.
tell me your name and your favorite certified Lions player.
My name is Grayson, and Easy is my favorite player. I'm Keegan, and Easy is my favorite player. His name is Dennis, and his favorite player is also Easy, in case you're wondering. What do you guys go to school?
Watching and make sure you guys are.
You play for the Lions? I'll see you at 8:10 at Evan Warner.
My corner down here in front of the trail AR.
Hey, we're undefeated.
Should watch that. Whoever's close trail AR.
Hey, I'm just listening to you guys.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
15, contact above the head. The red flag, it is what it is. I have the time.
Two. You hear me? We're good? All right, sorry about those technical difficulties. Welcome back in. Minute 37 to go in our opening half. Mexico City with a slight lead, 2-1. Here on the National Soccer Network. Again, we apologize for those technical difficulties. But we're back in and rolling. Mexico City trying to carry that slim 2-1 lead into halftime. And again, who would have suspected this? Two high-scoring, prolific offenses canceling each other out in this first half. They look to dance through, and one that's fed in the back of the net. Two wasn't enough. It's a hat trick before the end of the first half. Rosales makes it 3 for Mexico City. 3-1 with a minute to go. So with just 60 seconds to go in the second, it's Mexico City who jumps in front. And then a rainbow right into the hands of Reynoso. So Rosales gets the goal. We barrel our way towards halftime here. Villela. That one's chipped up and out of play, stops play. And a big time set piece here for OKC. With the left, can't get through the wall. You saw the idea that they were going with there, just didn't end up working out. Creighton couldn't get it through. The second try saved in front. Reynoso got it with two hands. As he played off the wall and handled possession there, now back towards midfield. Apologized a little bit earlier, said we were inside of a minute, we were not. Now getting closer to just a minute left to go in this first half. Looks like they're doing some other promo stuff in and around the stadium. Cheers breaking out here in Oklahoma City right now. Not sure what about, but Penalver might give him something else to cheer about. The one-timer is broken up. Excellent play on the defensive side. Certified Lions held to just one in the first half and a reactionary foul that they're claiming was a flop results in a blue card. Mendez got tangled up on the far end and Ramirez ended up hitting the ground and an immediate blue card assessed. The interesting thing though is Ramirez immediately hopped back up and celebrated as if he meant to do that. I believe that's the argument here for OKC, that maybe he tried to sell it a little bit, but not going to get the benefit of the doubt this time around. As Mexico City gets a set piece with 51 seconds to go in a 2-1, or rather a 3-1 lead, as you see. Man getting sent to the bench here is Mendez. Will take his spot in the penalty box, and so a man advantage here with just seconds to go in our opening half. A blast from the outside and getting a piece was Martinez. Good save with two hands, doesn't get him out of the woods quite yet though, as Mexico City will settle it and look ahead. Mendez back out straight away. This penalty kill has been effective for OKC this year. Need to try and keep one out to maintain just that 2-goal deficit heading into halftime. We need to send one on. Finally do, and it's wide. Kicks out to the far side. Another one just wide of the target, and that will end half number one. It was the Lions who struck first. It's been Mexico City ever since. 3 unanswered goals, and that means they carry a 3-1 lead into the half. Mexico City, ASUNCION, looking to become the first team in the West to 10 wins tonight, and they carry a 2-goal lead into halftime here on the National Soccer Network.
Take a load off Eddie. Take a load.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
30 days of tea starting at $7.99. Sandwiches that come with a side. Earning points towards free favorites. Too much of a good thing? More like a good start. Getting more is on the menu.
Whether you've been coming here for a long time or coming here for the first time, at McAllister's, you're never just another order number. Anyone can say that. But here, we live it.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
30 days of tea starting at $7.99. Sandwiches that come with a side. Earning points towards free favorites. Too much of a good thing? More like a good start. Getting more is on the menu.
Whether you've been coming here for a long time or coming here for the first time, at McAllister's, you're never just another order number. Anyone can say that. But here, we live it.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way.
Focus!
Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power.
Whatever it takes.
Trusted for over 100 years. Tiger Balm's proven herbal blend tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger so that you can rise above pain.
Let's make a Karate Kid.
And get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
coverage of the Certified Lions in Mexico City, ASUNCIon rolls along on the National Soccer Network, 3-1 in favor of Mexico City as we get set for the start of half number 2. We say hello and welcome back in here on the National Soccer Network. It was OKC who got on the board first, Penalver with his 21st goal of the season. But since that point, it was Mexico City who rolled 3 unanswered goals. It all started with Moreno put in the first one. They got a second one not too long later, and then the third goal of that first half, Rosales with a minute to go in the second to make it a 3-1 lead in favor of Mexico as we get set to roll here in the second half. Both teams doing their warm-ups as we get ready to go in this second half. Again, Mexico City wearing those white uniforms here tonight. The black numbers, black lettering, and the white bottoms on the other side for the Certified Lions in those home blues tonight, as there is the aforementioned Penalver. Heads to the center of the pitch as we get ready to start this second half. We say welcome back in on NSN tonight. Again, another busy night here on the National Soccer Network. Make sure you give us a follow at National Soccer Network. Check out our weekday morning show, Inside the Game, 9 to 11 a.m. on the National Soccer Network. Myself and Ryan Glinsky breaking down everything that happened on NSN over the weekend, including this matchup. Number 1 overall matchup between Certified Lions and Mexico City in the West. And OKC's got some work to do. We're underway here in the second half. Chipped up and out of play, and a whistle that'll stop play. Mexico City really started to kind of lean into their style of play at the end of that first half. Quick touches, quick ball movement. They were excellent at putting themselves in really good positions. Mexico City looks like they made a change in goal here for the second half. We saw Reynoso in goal in that first half. We'll get you that change here in a second. Martinez awaits a one-timer, but he can't get through. So Mexico City works it out back towards midfield, and they'll start again. So Martinez still in net here for OKC. This one being defended out wide. Again, there was a blue card before the end of the half, so still on the man advantage. Here is Mexico City. The Lions wait to get back to even strength. Blast towards net, saved on a kick save there. Martinez went down and stopped that one from getting through. Tripping up over top of the ball that time. I think that was Valdivinos. It leads to a 3-on-3. Mendoza works it back to his teammate as they look to try to advance this one ahead, but comfortable going back further into their defensive zone. Ooh, and a nice connection on that one-timer, but just wide. Looked like they put it back on the mark, but instead dancing through defensive pressure. Plays it off the wall to his right. Try to play it back towards the middle of the field, but nothing there. Rodriguez. This is chipped up and out of play, and OKC. The Certified Lions will take possession here. Taking a look at the other games going on here this weekend. One other that went final, we'll tell you about that one. Spice City and FC Baltimore. Right now, no score. That one was postponed, actually, so did not end up happening. So the only other one here today not being played in the MASL2. However, we do have some upcoming games. We can also preview for you here on the National Soccer Network, including one tomorrow. Mexico City back at it again. Their USA tour, taking on the Texas Spurs. So quick turnaround. If you're on Mexico City from one game to the next, so it highlights the importance of putting on a good showing here tonight and maybe taking sole possession of first place. Looks like an OKC player, a hand on accident. Saw the immediate reaction from Creighton and then the response there. Will lead to what I believe is a set piece. And it is a free kick. OKC's had the advantage on these. Lefty blast that can't get through. Stepping in to take the attempt, and then a knockdown in the offensive zone. I believe they got Penalver, and I believe there was another card assessed here. Penalver hand on hips.
Make sure you have scarves, hats, shirts, hoodies. I know it's spring, but hey, everyone needs a hoodie. Oh, my birthday's April 30th, so you want to buy me a hoodie? You can buy me a hoodie. Just saying.
And it'll be another set piece here for the Certified Lions. A whole host of these chances, but still nothing to speak of it. They feed it back for a blast that's knocked away. Tried to line that one up and knock it in, no luck. Triana was the one they trusted with that opportunity.
It's not too late for 30th, but thank you. Thank you. Hey, we'll party we'll party.
Switch down the boards. Being handled here by the aforementioned. Taken away by Davalos. Lofted back in the defensive zone here for OKC as they try to fit it up the boards yet again. By the way, an update on who is in goal. I believe that's Valdivinos, if I'm not mistaken. He is the other listed goalkeeper for this Mexico City team. Either that or Edson Ortega. I'm going to assume that that is actually Ortega that's in net right now. So we'll go with that for the meantime. As we bleed inside at 10 minutes here at 9:56. Rolls up into the corner. Ooh, getting ran over that time. Looked like that was Cruz. Got ran over by Grayton in the corner. Now another free kick for the Lions, and Mexico City taking exception to this. OKC, a little showmanship as they kick that one into the back of the net. Well, this conversation will continue. Well, the owner of the Oklahoma City Certified Lions, Wilson Navas, very pleased with what he's seen out of this MASL2 side this year. Still full strength on both ends. It would 9.5 to go until we hit our final quarter here tonight. But a dangerous looking free kick opportunity here. The near side corner. How do they want to set this one up? Looking to cross one, but can't get it there. Mexico City, how about how good they've been off those set piece chances? Trying to take this one back for a breakaway as Moreno gets tugged down, and yes, that will be a foul. So after a bevy of free kicks for Oklahoma City, now Mexico City will get their chance. Fought through for a blast that's saved by Martinez. Rebound chance is high. One of the cleanest looks for Rodriguez that we've seen for this team so far in the second half. About as clean as it gets, but an even better save from Martinez. Showing off the athleticism and the reach a little bit. And then a takedown on the other end. Is it inside the yellow line? Another free kick here for OKC. The other of the Martinez getting tripped up. Now they dump it off to the left before a save from Ortega. Into the corner it goes as it forces the Certified Lions to retreat. By the way, on the roster online, it says number 2 is Brian Martinez. I can't tell if that is the case here tonight. But if that is not, in fact, the case, my apologies. It doesn't look like it is. As Gabriel. And I'm almost curious if that's a nickname. But we'll go with that for now. So Gabriel, wearing number 2 here tonight for the OKC Lions. OKC. Maybe content with slowing things down just a touch. See if they can't catch this Certified Lions, or rather, this ASUNCION team off guard. Just look at the disruptive defense, hands out. Rodriguez not allowing anything to get past him. Almost halfway through the third as this one skips up and out of play. Now looking for a ball here to continue play. Mexico City ASUNCION again in just their first season in the MASL2, now one of the top international clubs. Of course, you just can't underestimate the strong pipeline of indoor talent that they have in the country of Mexico, and they've been able to take advantage of that. Physical double team here. Awards possession to the Certified Lions as we approach just 7 to go in this third. Moreno, who tries to curl one in the offensive zone. Chipped up and out. Possession still here with Mexico City. But a fun slate of games coming up next weekend in the MASL2. Good chance. Physical challenge, and the whistle sounds. Mexico City wins out. Rosales, who already has one tonight, taken down from behind, and now Mexico City can stretch that lead to 3. 2 not necessarily comfortable enough against this OKC team. They approach it. A strike is high. Cruz, the first to touch it. Looked for the assist on that one, but it was launched up overhead and out of play. And that will lead to a timeout. 6:41 to go in our third quarter here tonight. In a 3-1 lead in favor of ASUNCION. A defensive showcase, shutting down the Certified Lions as we head to break. 3-1 in favor of Mexico City. You're live on NSN.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Get double points this fall at Best Western.
With that, we say welcome back in, Certified Lions and Mexico City. You can look at some of the fans attending here tonight in OKC in that front row. Some of the young ones out enjoying their time. What is certainly a beautiful facility here in the state of Oklahoma, and of course a proud sports city in general. Here in Oklahoma City, of course, you have the University of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. You also have Oklahoma State and the Pokes. And who could forget some of the professional teams they have as well, not just in the sport of soccer, which obviously in indoor soccer, they've already established themselves as one of the best. But maybe the other sport with a round ball. How about basketball? Best roster in the National Basketball Association, and frankly, it's not close. Champions last year, and who knows, maybe they'll go back and win another one this year. But Oklahoma City altogether, a city of champions, but a little bit of a hill to climb here in this third quarter. Down 3-1 as Martinez will continue play for OKC. Certainly a fun atmosphere here with the Certified Lions. It's one thing that you can certainly say about this place. There's a lot of flavor, there's a lot of character. It's something that is certainly not lost on anybody. Whenever we have the opportunity here on NSN to cover these games, tonight another prime example of that. Mexico City looks to build something out of the back, and they do. Moreno to a 2-on-2 and a sliding stop, accompanied by cheers. Gaye slides in to defend that one and send it away, and then a tough challenge goes the way of OKC. Looked like Mendez got tripped up that time around, and a team that again has the advantage in set pieces will decide to go quickly this time. Inside of 6.5, I believe, in this third quarter. Chipped up and out of play here. Possession to OKC. But the schedule coming up next weekend, Friday, April the 3rd, United Elite, Krejnik. It's another set piece here for OKC. Do they go quickly? They went quickly the last time around. Drop it off. Ooh, in a pretty one-timer after the skip pass. Let's get another look at this one. A fake, and then they bang it home. Creighton cuts that lead for the Mexico City ASUNCION down to just one. It's 3-2. How about this game? 3-2 the lead now in favor of ASUNCION. OKC was able to rip one back there. Penalver, oh no, dangerous area. Passes it up, and it's shot high. Ooh, and he's not gonna like that one. A clear lane to blast one forward, but decides to pass it up. And it remains a one-goal lead for ASUNCION. And sometimes you just beg for a chance to get one from that angle. But Penalver, being a good teammate, decides to drop it off, try to look for the assist. And It doesn't end up connecting the way they want it to. Almost inside of 5 minutes in this third, in what is setting up to be a fun conclusion to this matchup. Bocanegra. Inside of 5 at 4:50. And a 1-goal lead for ASUNCION in the battle for number 1 in the West. Certified Lions have been more aggressive in possession towards the latter half of this third quarter. A deep ball over top of the back wall. You saw the intention there, trying to play the deflection, which would have led to maybe a really good look there for Triana, who's charging towards that near post, but watch it sail up and out of play, and Ortega throws his hands up by his sides, waiting for someone to come back and get that one. As he lofts it back towards the midfield. Physical play. Mexico City trying to hit on the counter. Into the corner it goes. Martinez. Let Guy take over there. Just over 3 minutes ago. Gabriel, who we saw took a couple of shots early, drew the last free kick that resulted in the goal for Oklahoma City. As we play some volleyball here at the midfield. Kicks down to Mexico City. Here with 3 even to go in the third quarter. And Guy, strong takedown. Got the ball, and so even the cell job doesn't do the job. Albeit that's not going to make the coach across the way, Gianni Martinez, very happy. You can hear him verbally yelling across the way at the referees here tonight. There were some physical plays a little bit earlier that didn't go Mexico City's way. So maybe looking for a little retribution in this second half. All the way through to Ortega. Launches it over the midfield as Guy heads it towards the Mexico City bench. ASUNCION takes it back there. They have to be strong on defense. I know they like to hit on the counter, but can't be lackadaisical on the other side if they're leaky at all. Again, this OKC team has proven to be able to strike fast. Ooh, and a dual slide tackle there. Gingerly back to their feet as Moreno will circle back towards the midfield with the ball here. And inside of 2 minutes to go and 1:47, setting up to what will be a fun fourth quarter tonight. Ooh, tough tackle there. It looked more incidental than anything else. Luvano, who they absolutely need on the pitch if you're Oklahoma City. One of the best distributors in the MASL2. Back to his feet. And a good sign for them as Martinez avoids the pressure, and then it's ripped away. And then a takedown. A blue card assessed. OKC will lose a player. And I believe Mexico City will have a chance here. breaking through on what looked like a clear lane to score. Takedown stops the progress, and now an excellent opportunity here for Mexico City. Gustavo Rosales got taken down, and now they will entrust Mendoza to be the one to send one on. So not only a 2-minute power play, but also a penalty kick. And Mendoza, who's been such an integral part of this Mexico City team, will be the one to line it up as Martinez discusses things with the referees around him. And a Happy Gilmore reference. Maybe a happy ending for the OKC Lions if they can get a save from Martinez. MASL2, Ortega puts on a move, and Martinez makes the initial save and the second save. Ooh, like PB on J. Martinez giving him no room to breathe. And it stays a one-goal affair. Immediately after continuing play, looks like City's got another free kick. Did not catch that one during the replay, but with 58 seconds left, don't hold your breath yet. And instead, they'll take a timeout. They wanted to see how OKC would approach it defensively. Now they have an idea, they will talk things over. But for the meantime, it's been Martinez, who has been the star of this third quarter. Keeps it just a one-goal deficit with 58 seconds to go as we step aside a hotly contested #1 overall matchup here on the National Soccer Network.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
And with 58 seconds to go, Mexico City burnt a timeout to try and figure out how OKC would defend them. Now they know. What will they do about it? It's Castro to line it up here from Mexico City. Castro drops it off in the middle. Wide to Martinez on that attempt. And I thought Castro would be the one to just blast it on from that position. But the assist in search of the one-timer doesn't work out. Davalos. Back to the middle of the pitch. OKC is down a player for the next 2 minutes. They've been on the PK a couple of times tonight. Can the penalty kill unit come up big yet again? Davalos. Referee pointing to himself after stopping play there. So with mere seconds to go here in this third quarter, the referee stopping over to the penalty box to discuss something. OKC does have a player in the box right now. That is Bocanegra. Maybe this is an issue with the clock at the moment. We have seen it shift around a little bit here tonight. So they'll try to hash that out. Will more than likely lead to a set piece chance here for Mexico City. And OKC continues to point up that direction too. Will actually allow the certified Lions to play this one out. Mexico City back into the offensive zone. 45 seconds to go in our third and a 1-goal lead. And a warm welcome on to everybody joining us on NSN tonight, whether you're a new listener or you've been here before. Appreciate you taking the time out to watch some fun MASL2 action. That attempt can't get through, and the second is saved. Martinez got it with the right hand. Still just a 1-goal game here on the power play. Mexico City has been largely ineffective. Maybe until now, one time, and a beauty. The Valos. And an excellent give and go. Look at that. Martinez had no idea where to go. All sorts of crossed up. It's 4-2 in favor of Mexico City. Angel Rodrigo Castro. And as silence falls over the stadium here in Oklahoma City. Back to a 2-goal lead for Mexico City. The largest city in Mexico. Takedown there at midfield. Play will stop. Good show of sportsmanship that time. Helping each other back to their feet. Ponce was there. As they try to play out the final seconds here in the third, as certainly a momentum builder in getting that goal before we go into the fourth. Horn sounds, Mexico City in reach of their 10th win. They lead it 4-2 over the certified Lions as we take a step aside. The final quarter, the 15-minute race to the end on the other end. Here on the National Soccer Network.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, graded assists. Gamebridge, graded assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
In our #1 matchup between the OKC Certified Lions and Mexico City rolls into its final quarter on the National Soccer Network. 4-2 lead in favor of Mexico City ASUNCION. Angel Rodriguez Castro with that 4th goal as we're underway here in quarter #4. The undefeated team from Mexico City, Mexico. And the undefeated team, again, the town that we talked about during the pregame show, was established in under 24 hours in the 1800. In the land rush out west, it's certainly a town that is rich in its Western heritage. Thought maybe we would see yet another old country shootout here tonight, but yet we've been treated to just a 4-2 lead in favor of ASUNCION. Still a lot could happen though, as the takedown leads to a set piece. Here for Mexico City in their defensive half. Of course, huge stories surrounding the international teams on both sides. The U.S. and Mexico getting set to host the World Cup here coming up in just a couple of months. Playing their international friendlies in preparation for that World Cup. From Mexico, just got to look at their updated stadium today ahead of the World Cup. Yeah, they were in awe of what that facility looks like as we get ready to head into that biggest tournament in North America. Dropped off the free kick, looking for a one-timer sent away. OKC doing a good job coming together, but Mexico City scrappy in possession. They win it back as they reverse towards the midfield. But Mexico has a matchup coming up on the 31st. They're taking on Belgium after they took on the United States a little bit earlier today. And we don't have to talk about that match if you don't want. Google is free. You can look up the result yourself. I jest. It was 5-2 Belgium. A lot of hard lessons for the U.S. men's national team. We don't typically do all that well against European sides. Of course, Mexico, a very proud soccer tradition as well. Of course, those teams automatically qualifying, being that it's here in North America. But enough about that. We got a #1 matchup in front of us and a 2-goal game in favor of ASUNCION. Back and forth we go. Patiently waiting for something to open up here. Game that really had a quick pace to it at the end of that first half. has since kind of grinded to a halt. You can tell certified Lions, maybe more of an emphasis on possession. Mexico City able to rip it away. And a deep ball into the offensive zone leads to a one-on-one and a good takedown. A clean defensive play. Wins possession back. Rodrigo Castro got taken down in the offensive zone that time. Noni Martinez, Gustavo Rosales, an assistant. For the Mexico City team, Ismael Tirandentro. Kind of players slash coaches. It's interesting, in the MASL you'll have both. Players who also serve on the coaching staff. Of course, Gianna Martinez, operations manager. I guess his daughter of one Ginoni Martinez. It's just an assumption though, don't quote me on that. And Juan Alonso Espinoza, the physical therapist. And they're gonna need all of him after this one. The quick turnaround to take on the Texas Spurs. Sent away from in front of goal, smart play. Rosales sending it away, and then a card is assessed. It looks like Mexico City will be down a player. So after a power play opportunity for ASUNCION, they themselves get someone sent off. At least I believe that to be the scenario. Mexico City biding some time here. OKC will look to make good on their set pieces. It's been relatively dry tonight on either side in set piece opportunities. How about this time around? Look who it is joining the offense, Martinez. It has officially gotten to that time of the night. Maybe the goalkeeper can make a difference here. Dual purpose in the MASL too. That one's whistled onto the post, and the rebound is high. Ooh, Penalver, after passing up on a clear opportunity earlier, saw that one off the wall from Villela, but no dice on the opportunity. Martinez forced to retreat back into goal, and that's why the possession game matters right now, because you can get that extra player forward, and it almost works out like a two-man advantage now. You're going 6-on-4, so now it's just a matter of picking your spots. And only 2 minutes to do so. About a minute gone on that blue card. Martinez puts it in the middle. Villela launches it back to the far end, but a bad break off the boards, and Moreno gets taken down and draws the whistle. A step over as he's slow back to his feet. Referee able to help him out, but Alela saw the intention there, but awkward bounce off the boards didn't do him any favors. Stays 4-2. You can also take a look at the upcoming schedules on both ends. This one's launched towards Martinez, and he'll just probably slowly roll this one out. He will. Then he will once again join this offense as this power play rages on. Maybe one last opportunity here in the 6-on-4. Martinez waiting at the post. They shift this one around right back over to Martinez, who looks ahead. Shuffles it to Alela, back in front, and two tacks, finally gets it in. That cuts the deficit to just one here in the fourth with 8:09 to play. And that has brought the Mexico City supporters section alive. Friends and family just off to the right of the players tonight, situated there on the left side of your screen. And they're starting to sense, or rather check that, OKC I meant. And they're starting to sense that maybe the certified Lions are ready to make a push here. 3-on-3, they got an opening, off the wall, no one there on the receiving end on the one-timer. Saw the intention in playing it off the wall. Just no one there to back it up. Tough challenge, here's Mexico City. We'll take over here. An opening for a shot, Martinez, and a save. That was Rodrigo Castro. Keep in mind he already has one. Got fed on the one-timer back in the third quarter. That made it a 4-2 lead. And at the moment, that's the difference maker. 4-3, and now the question is, can they withstand the heat? Not the Harrisburg heat. Different kind of heat tonight. Oklahoma City sensing a chance. Hernandez there to distribute on the left side as they look ahead with just north of 6 minutes to go in our fourth quarter. Martinez with a rainbow to the opposite, and Villanueva, 2 saves. He had a man right by his side. Stopped it from getting in. They're gonna say it wasn't a handball. That's what OKC, or rather Mexico City, was calling for. They don't get that. Martinez fights it away as he tries to find Penalver back in the middle of the pitch. And then Penalver delivers the body. And a whistle that sends people into hysterics. Not agreeing with that one. 5.5 in our fourth. And a 1-goal match. How else would you want it for the #1 spot? Gay has it taken away off his foot, 3-on-3, but retreating quickly to take it away from Moreno. Just 5 minutes remaining in our game. Gay, who physically fights it back out in front, breakaway, save by Ortega. Then a takedown in the offensive end. Moreno, based off the reaction, I believe that whistle went against him. Playing some music here in the fourth quarter. They're really getting the vibes going. 4 minutes to go. OKC running out of time. The ASUNCION looking to remain undefeated heading into their matchup with the Texas Spurs tomorrow. And what is going to be a grueling weekend, no doubt, for the team from Mexico City. Martinez. As they probe and wait for something to open up. Oh, Moreno forces the issue. As they press it into the corner and look to curl it back for a one-timer. Can't connect there. OKC is able to take them out of position momentarily, but now look at the press from Mexico City. OKC didn't want to push the tempo, so they decided to bring it right to him and nearly chipped in to an open goal. They weren't expecting it. Martinez now forced to get back in between the pipes with nearly 2.5 to play in our closing quarter tonight. And will there be some keep away for Mexico City in the final minutes? Martinez will join the cavalry. And a whistle sound. Something happened off screen. I'm not exactly certain what it was, but I heard a player react. I believe that is Cordona for Mexico City. I can't be convinced. Obviously, the camera is not on them right now. Nonetheless, it seems as if it will be in possession of OKC still, with just over 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Drop it off. Immediately stolen away, but taken back by OKC. Benalver. What kind of magic does he have left in him? Stations himself along the near post. So OKC will flip the field and look for him. Dumps it back to the point. Benalver carries it into the corner. Tries to play it off the wall, but no issue collecting it there. Mexico City, this would be the perfect time to hit on the counter. The goalie that has been aggressively playing forward in Hernandez. Martinez, that is. He's able to knock this one down. Just mere minutes remaining. Now officially at the 2-minute warning. Benalver. They circle it back for a one-time chance. It's off the wall. Benalver able to settle it. They'll get another hack at it. Seconds remaining. It's chance of OKC rain out again. In Mexico City, hold on. Maneuver, measured in his approach. Drops it off in the middle of the pitch. Mexico City not attacking, rather just receiving. Trying to cut off the angles, Penalver, Ahezi. Ooh, leaves it in the middle, but a misconnection. Didn't have his man in Mexico City. Is able to burn a few precious seconds away, 55 remaining. In a one-goal game, that shot shut down. And then a takedown that goes against OKC. And do they burn a timeout? Looks like they do. ASUNCION trying to make sure that they don't make a mistake here with these precious seconds remaining in a one-goal game. The finish is next here on the National Soccer Network.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Days of tea starting at $7.99. Sandwiches that come with a side. Earning points towards free favorites. Too much of a good thing? More like a good start.
Well, the photo finish has finally arrived. Do we go to OT or does Mexico City stay undefeated? An immediate takedown in the offensive zone upon our continuation. And that will give Mexico City another chance, maybe to burn off some extra time here. Wouldn't be surprised if maybe they go backwards in an attempt to waste away a few seconds. My guess is the intent is not to score here as the down player continues to address that leg before getting up here. Fixing his sock, quickly back to his feet. By the way, there's a Lion mascot in the background. I was waiting to see where he was. Hadn't seen him all game. But he shows up with 30 seconds left to go. They will pin it in the corner and try to burn time. A whistle on what I believe to be a hold there. Referee will look for the ball and finally get it back. Pinned up along the far boards. Those precious seconds bleeding away as Mexico City feeds it back into their own zone. Out in front of goal. ASUNCION. Marches into OKC, and they will stay undefeated and claim sole possession of first place in the West. A tough physical matchup all the way through. It was Penalver who got the party started for OKC, but it was Mexico City who controlled play the remainder of the way, and they win and improve to 10-0 on the season, and again claim first place in the West. Oklahoma City coming up just a little bit short, their first loss on the year. But again, a lot of season remaining on either side. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage here of MASL2 on the National Soccer Network. Big thanks to everybody who made these broadcasts possible, including the two clubs here tonight and everybody over at the MASL. We give you a look at our final highlights, and until we talk to you guys next time, my name's Nate Wangler, and we'll see you on the other side here on the National Soccer Network.
Thank you.